Let's rewind a second. What? Hey guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into this video. If you've been watching Instant Influencer, we just had episode number 3 come out, and I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about what just happened, because I have some thoughts about this. So let's just get right into it. First, I want to talk about the mini competition that was held at the beginning of the episode. If you haven't watched it yet, I just want to go ahead and let you know there are going to be spoilers in here. So if you want to go watch it, you can, and come right back to this video because you're going to want to hear what I have to say. So the mini competition that they had at the beginning was for each contestant to formulate a unedited 1-minute apology video. Now the whole concept kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, because as I was watching the contestants start to make their videos, it felt like the apology video was more of a joke than anything. The fact that they had to make an apology video and try to make it the best, it seemed like they were portraying an apology from influencers as being just a rite of passage or something that everybody has to know how to do if you're an influencer, because it's gonna happen. You just gotta make it believable. Benny, for example, he ended up smudging his mascara, messing up his makeup, and crying on camera, being very dramatic, and that looked more of a parody and a joke. It was very just disingenuous. Personally, in my opinion, I just feel like an apology video should not be something that is already planned out and you know how to do. It should be genuinely coming from the heart of, hey, I realized that I messed up. I want to apologize to my audience and everyone. I want to let you know that I'm so sorry for this. Not, okay, how can I plan it, make it look real, make people feel bad for me. I'm sure James did not mean for this certain little mini competition to come off as kind of a joke or not being genuine. I don't know that that was a good move to be saying, you know, to be an influencer, this means you have to be able to do an apology video just like that and make people feel bad for you. I think that you shouldn't go into it planning your apology video. I think that part, or the mini competition, should have just been left out. All of the other apology videos other than Benny's was a little bit more laid back and seemed real compared to Benny's kind of dramatic one where he had his mascara. I mean, it was running all down his face, where he like put water on it. They showed him. But out of all the contestants, Benny did win. I honestly don't think that that was fair, but James is the one to make the decisions on here, so I can't say anything about that. But in my opinion, I think Benny was not the right choice to be the winner. Now, moving on to the main competition. Since Benny won, if you've been watching the other episodes of this, you will know that the winner of the challenge will be able to get a head start and first pick on whatever the main competition is that day. Now, for the main competition on episode number 3, they were going to be doing a collab video. I think this was a great idea because being someone who is a creator online, you do need to know how to interact with others and be able to have chemistry on camera and show that you can kind of shape your content to fit with somebody else and not just you alone. Now, the influencers that James brought in was Nikita Dragon, Bretman Rock, Louis Castro, and Nima Tay. So, Benny, winning the mini competition at the beginning of the episode, got to pick who he wanted to collab with, as well as pair each contestant with an influencer. We're going to start off with Benny and Bretman. From the beginning of Benny and Bretman's video, I noticed that Benny did not look at the camera. I saw a lot of comments talking about this as a critique, but minor little blip. I don't want this to seem like I'm hating on Benny for this whole video, so I feel like Benny and Bretman's video was really forced. It seemed like Benny was trying to follow along in the footsteps of Bretman, and he did say that he got into makeup because of James and Bretman. Maybe that had something to do with it. He was just really starstruck in the moment and trying to like be as much like Bretman as he could. But you could tell in the video when they revealed it that there was just a dynamic there where Benny was seeming really forced on camera. Now, James and the other judges did point out that there was a lot of profanity in the video, which I noticed as it was being shown. It really just seemed kind of off-putting about it. There was just something about it where they were using a lot of profanity, and it just didn't seem like Benny's brand. That could be wrong, but it just came across in the video as a little bit unprofessional, in my opinion. Next group is Nikita and Ashley. I think Nikita and Ashley had a really good concept for the video, and it did come across very well. Nikita and Ashley decided to take off each other's makeup while also kind of like stripping down and telling the truth about themselves. Now, James did give the critique in the reveal video that maybe Ashley should have voiced that this was why they were doing the whole taking off the makeup, because she never really spoke on why this concept was being used for the video. I do think it would have added a lot of value, as James said, but I think most people would have gotten the symbolism for the video, but I do think it was fair that James did give that critique. Also, I think that this really was a different side of Ashley than we've seen. She really opened up in this episode and talking more about her son and, you know, going through high school, being a teen mom, and how it was really hard for her. Overall, I really did like seeing this side of Ashley, and I think that she made a good move here, talking about more of a deeper side to her. Moving on to the next group, which is Kailin and Louie. Personally, I really like this video overall. Kailin does a really good on-camera job. She really knew how to bring in Louie and his personality into her collab video while also keeping herself to the way she does things. You can see even from when they were filming to editing, she was really wanting to get input from Louie and make sure that it was a joined effort rather than just being, this is my collab video that you're in. Out of all the videos, I feel like they were the most upbeat and really showed their personality coming through in their videos. For example, they used Louie's intro of saying like, hi stupidas, or it was something along the lines, I'm pretty sure that's it. They meshed that in with Kailin's intro to where they both came in to give his intro, but then Kailin kind of took over, showing that it was her show and she was running it. But I think she just did a really good job of bringing both people into the mix here. For their video, Kailin did Louie's makeup, and she spent a lot of time looking at him rather than looking towards the camera more. But I understand that because she was doing his makeup, and I don't think that it would have been that noticeable had it not been pointed out by James and the judges. The lighting just changed, and that's really weird, but my storage got full, so I had to transfer that to my computer, so I hope that this doesn't bother you too much. So one note that I want to point out is that Kailin always seems very unsure of herself, like her work isn't good enough, or she's just on the fence about how her content is going to turn out, and it always turns out very well. And it makes me really sad to see, because she's such a good creator and she does a really good job with her content. So I would like to see her not always doubt herself when it comes to how good she's gonna do in a challenge or how her content's gonna turn out. Okay, let's talk about the last group. The last group was Gabriel and Nima. Gabriel, he just had a really bad run. It was just a bit of a disaster, and I don't mean this to hate on him or show any negativity. Everybody can agree when we say this round just really was not for Gabriel. So from the start, we could really see that this just was not going to go well. It was pointed out by some of the other contestants when they were watching as everybody was filming that Gabriel was out of the frame for most of the time. He was doing Nima's makeup and he was standing, so you couldn't really see anything but his body in the frame. I think he was stressing out a little bit and he was just thinking, what can I do to showcase the other person that is going to be in the video? So his video, when it was being shown, was really giving off the vibe that it was more about Nima and her makeup getting done rather than getting to know both of them in one sitting. I do want to point out that Gabriel has an amazing talent for makeup. If you go and watch this episode, you will see his makeup that he did on Nima was incredible. He did a fire sign on her lips because his video was about her zodiac sign and like recreating the zodiac sign makeup on her. And it was gorgeous. He had a gorgeous red eye on her. Again, the lip art just really threw me off. That was amazing. In general, his persona for being online, I don't think that he necessarily has the personality of a creator, but from my opinion, it just seems like he is more of a makeup artist to me than an influencer. So when he was editing, he realized he didn't have enough time and he basically just like time-lapsed the whole thing. If you go back and remember what the challenge was, it was to collaborate with another influencer. So obviously, with the reveal showing that it was a full time lapse basically, and you could even see that they were talking, but you never really knew what they were saying. James did point it out, and you could tell that he was really upset when he finished showing his video and saw the look on the judges' faces. And I think he kind of knew from then that things weren't in his favor. So now that we've talked about all the groups and the main competition, the mini competition, this is where the big spoiler is going to come in, though maybe from you even listening to this, you can tell where it's going. The person that was eliminated was Gabriel. Honestly, if they had picked anybody else, I would have been so shocked. He just really underperformed in this challenge, so he definitely made the right call with sending him home. Now, when they eliminated him, he was phenomenal with taking it. You could tell that he was trying to be a really good sport about it. Top 3, the next episode that is coming out is going to choose a winner between Benny, Kailin, and Ashley. From the beginning, I figured it was going to come down at least between Kailin and Ashley. I think Ashley really brings out the businesswoman and she shows that she's here to do business. And Kailin, she has the embodiment of what you would see on YouTube of just a regular everyday big creator. With that said, that was my little in-depth analysis of Instant Influencer. I want to know what you guys think. Do you like that they sent Gabriel home? Or do you like the fact that they did the mini competition of an apology video? I'm really curious about that one, so please let me know down below. I really hope you guys like this video, and I want to know who you think is going to win because I'm really curious if people agree with me that Ashley and Kailin are going to be the top 2, or if you think Benny's going to stay in the run. I'm going to go. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!